he's doing, but I just felt kind of responsibility, obligation to put my face and name out there and give y'all the opportunity, because not everybody's on Facebook. I keep hearing that, but it's hard to believe this day and age not everybody's on Facebook. But isn't that right, Mr. Wilson?
That's right. I don't call it Facebook, I call it Facebook.
Yeah. But my name is Steve Broudy. I've been a member of the community since 2002 when they built that power plant out there. Went to work out there. My wife back there in a black jacket, and 3 of my kids have been living here ever since. And that's probably, well, not probably, it's the number 1 reason why I'm doing this. And I've heard a lot that I might be crazy or something like that for doing it. I've heard a lot that it's not a very thankful job and stuff like that, but I'm sure a lot of you are parents and understand too that we do a lot of things that we don't expect things for. We just do them because we believe it right. And that's pretty much why I'm doing it. But before that, I've served in the military. I spent 8 years in the Navy, which is kind of a family tradition, which both my grandfathers did, my father did, and I did, and my oldest boy has. So that's kind of a family tradition, kind of expected, but I'm trying to break the mold with that one. I want him to go to college instead of going to the military, but it's always an option. Concerned about what's going on with the schools right now, and if you're kind of just under the impression that if you're not doing something about it, you're kind of part of the problem. So I guess I'm going to step up, put my money where my mouth is, and thank you for coming. And to answer some questions that I think's been big on everybody's mind right off the bat, I am for the 4-day, and I was going to give y'all some reasons why I'm for the 4-day, because I know it's a decisive thing. It's been a decisive thing in our family because my better half doesn't support it, but the and she's on the mother side, and I understand. I was a single parent for 6 years, trying to raise 2 kids, and I know it's tough. I know it's a hard thing to do. It's a hard thing with both of us. It's probably the hardest job any of us are ever going to do, is raise our children with the most responsibility we'll ever have. But we also have a responsibility to do everything that we can to save money. And if that option is out there and we don't take that option, and if we don't try that out to see if it can save us some money, then, and we still have to let people go, then that would make me feel very good. I think our last option should be letting people go, losing their livelihood and stuff like that, because that's always tough on anybody. So if that could help save a job or something like that, I think we ought to do that. But there's also the advantages of the schedule and stuff like that, where the teachers and the kids themselves will be able to take care of their business with the doctors and the dentists and stuff like that. So the kids won't miss a day of instruction, and the teachers we won't have to hire a substitute for the teachers on the day that they're not there. So that could save us some money there, just right out there. Wear and tear on the buses, we all know we're a rural community, and a lot of miles on not the best roads out there. So save some wear and tear on the buses, fuel and stuff like that. And all in all, when I first heard about it, I was dead set against it, because I think the kids need to be in school more, not less. But, understand what I do now, they're not going to be in school less altogether. They're just less days, but the same amount of hours. And is any questions about the 4-day or any opinions?
Just one question that I haven't heard anybody address it yet, is on the VOTEC kids. Since they'll be, if the VOTEC is not 4-day, I heard somewhere that they may go 4-day or something, but if they're going 5 days, how are we gonna get those kids from home to the school and meet the bus to go to VOTEC? Are they gonna run a bus route to pick those kids up, or, cause a lot of parents maybe go to work before their kids ever leave for school or whatever. How are they gonna get from home to the school that extra day? That was my
To meet the bus over to Choctaw. And I understand that, and not only that, people got their problems with daycare, what they're gonna do with the kids that day and things like that, or what day of the week is gonna be a Monday or a Friday, what about the sports and things like that. And there's a lot of questions that were still there, that I think that's one of the reasons why it wasn't approved before, because that, the plan to do this, the plan to implement that wasn't either very well spelled out, or the public wasn't told what it is and stuff like that. So I'd like to get the vote in there as soon as possible, and kind of putting the cart before in front of the horse, but we'll have this summer to iron out all those details, to get everybody's concerns like that, make some plans like that. But, what the plan is for that, I don't know, but what I've heard so far, and this is just rumors, nothing official or anything, is that they were just gonna leave it up to the parents to get the kids to the school on those days that there wasn't any school. But I don't know if that's the final answer and stuff like that, but I understand that's one of the things that makes it pretty tough.
Well, I know there are quite a few kids that go to VOTEC.
Yeah.
I mean, the last year that I was in the cafeteria, we probably had 20 kids, you know,
Right.
morning and afternoon. And that, you know, some of them, that's really a good place for them.
You know, my oldest daughter went over to their nursing program.
That's
pre-nursing
the only
and stuff like
concern I had with it, was how are they gonna get those kids to the school to go? I mean, and I understand it is the parents' responsibility, but that's why you have a bus route in the first place.
Right.
So,
That's one of the
I
things.
mean, if
we
they
take-
could have one route that would just go pick the kids up, or maybe in the van, cause I think there's only like maybe 10 in the morning, 10 in the afternoon, unless it's changed. You know, it wouldn't be a big group of kids, but.
Right. And that's what we're gonna need to get through this rough spot and stuff like that, is everybody come together and ideas like that, have one bus to go and pick them all up with that number of kids, it shouldn't be a problem. And then I think we have an even smaller, like, activity bus.
Yeah, you have the little mini bus that can
Right.
even use it.
Which, you know, we wouldn't have to use all the fuel and stuff like that. And that's what we're gonna have to do to get through this and stuff like that, is to come together as a community, as parents, and not just parents, but everybody in the community has good ideas and stuff like that on things where we can save money, things where we can make money, because saving it is gonna take care of one part of it, but it's not gonna take care of it. And the 4-day isn't the answer for everything financial too, but I don't think there's gonna be one thing that's gonna solve all the financial problems. We're gonna have to have a number of things, all of them saving money, all of them adding up to make up for the deficit or the change or the loss of state aid that we've seen. So that's a good chunk of money, and there's not gonna be one little switch we can flip that's gonna make that work. We're gonna do a number of things.